much for joining us this evening. Jacques and I are so honored to share the stage tonight. Our story started about 8 years ago in 2012. I was one of his piano students at Stirling High School, and here we are 8 years later performing for you tonight, and we're very excited about the program. So the first piece that I performed was Le Spectre de la Rose by Berlioz, which translates loosely to the spirit of the rose. So the story goes, how the accompaniment starts, it forms this dream. And the rose comes and visits her master. And she says to him in the dream, "You picked me when there was still dew on my petals, and you put me on your lapel. And we went to this beautiful ball, and you promenaded with me proudly on your chest, and danced with me amongst all the women and men, and we danced under the stars." And then there's this turn, the sad turn, where she says, "But my time came where I had to say goodbye, and your chest was like marble, cold marble that became my tomb." And then it ends off by the poet saying something that's written on her gravestone, saying that here lies the rose that even kings would be jealous of. So the second piece that we'll be doing is a piece that Mrs. Sarf actually introduced to me when I was 11 years old. It's an Afrikaans art song piece called Geboorte van die Lente, which translates to the birth of spring. Beautiful piece by Esleru Mare, and the poet is Agje Visser, and he talks about the sunshine and rain getting married, and then they have a bit of a tiz and they fight a bit, and then after that they reconcile and they give birth to this beautiful daughter called Spring. Hope you enjoy. It's titled Son Pochi Fiori by Puccini, and it's about a character who I'll be playing now, named Suzelle, and she is madly in love with the farmer, the cherry farmer, but she's so scared to tell him how much she loves him. So she goes and picks cherry blossoms, and she goes to him, and then in that moment she's too scared to tell him that she loves him. And then the cherry blossoms take over, and they tell him how much she loves him. Going to do something where you can sit back a bit. It's Romance by Debussy. So I just want you to relax and enjoy the beautiful French music. Now we'll be doing our second Afrikaans art song. And this is something that I discovered about 3 years ago, and I heard that it's actually a very famous Afrikaans piece. I was just not aware of it. This piece is In die stilte van my tuin, or in the stillness or in the quiet of my garden, by Arnold van Wyk, who actually studied at the Royal Academy of Music in London, so the kind of the sister college of the Royal College of Music. And I always picture it, that it's late in the afternoon, and he's sitting on his stoop and watching the sunset and just admiring the absolute beauty of nature. And he sees how the leaves are strewn in front of his door, and he sees the beautiful butterflies that come past, and ends off by saying that the heart of your beloved loves it when you smile that way, when your mouth smiles that way.
In die stilte van my tuin flikker son en skaduwee, buurt langs op die muur. Van verbloeide roos
flown by. We're at our last piece. So the last piece is quite a firecracker. It's called Die junge Nonne, or The Young Nun, by Schubert. And I just find it's such a fascinating story, and I love the metaphors in this German Lied. It's basically this nun sitting in the convent, and there's this incredible storm happening outside, thunder and lightning and a lot of like stormy winds, and the rafters in her roof are absolutely going crazy. But then she describes this, and then we realize it's actually a metaphor for the storm that's happening in her heart. So I'm not entirely sure what the motivation is, what's happening to her. But then there's this turn, and she realizes, but it's fine, she can get through the storm because her bridegroom is coming to fetch her. And that's the type of image that Schubert wanted to create, that it's this Christian image that we have of Jesus being the bridegroom coming to fetch his bride, and how she awaits him and she says, he's coming on the clouds, he's coming to fetch me. And then you will hear there's this little bell that keeps on going through the piece, this motive. And there's a point where she says, I can hear the bell in the high tower, and then the bell comes through. And then at the end, I want to believe that he's come and fetch her, because she ends up saying, Alleluia, all glory to God.
It's
with the iconic O mio babino caro, which means my dear father. So just to give you a little bit of background behind the story, it's a girl that goes to her father and she says, I have this incredible guy who wants to get married to me, but her father does not approve. So she says, in typical Italian fashion, if you don't allow me to get married to him, I'm going to go to the bridge and I'm going to jump off. And then at the end she says, Babbo pietà, pietà, Father, please have mercy. Please let me marry him because I love him so much. So, O mio babino caro.
Mi piace